In today's economy, we're always looking for ways to make things cheaper or allow our family more money to spend elsewhere. My family in particular, we have had to cut back. We went from a two-income household down to a one-income household. So we had to learn how to cut corners, how to make things cheaper, and then how to reuse that income elsewhere. One of the biggest things we had to do as a family was cut our grocery bill. And that was not something that I was very ecstatic about doing in the beginning, but I learned very quickly how easy it actually was and how little time it took in order to be able to do that. It sounds like a lot up front, but I'm going to give you a few steps that are going to be able to help you in the end make easy, conscious efforts to save your family money, not only at the grocery store, but for your everyday needs. If you have to go to Walmart and buy shampoo and soap, things of that nature, it all costs the same, and you all need to figure out a way to decrease that cost as much as possible. The first thing you need to do is it starts at home. And what I mean by that is you need to go through your kitchen and you need to figure out what you have or what you don't have. One thing I like to do is I like to go to the staples that I use on an everyday basis and find out how much I have. For example, in my household, we use a lot of olive oil. So actually, this is kind of low for me. So I would make sure that I put this on my list and make sure that I pick up either one or two more of these, depending on what I think I'm going to be cooking during the week. Another thing that my family uses quite often is peanut butter. And peanut butter is something that we like to have on toast or on sandwiches. So I always want to make sure that we have at least two or three peanut butter jars laying around the house. Some other things that I like to do is I like to bake. So I always want to make sure that we have enough flour and enough sugar to last for a week or 2 weeks, depending on when I plan on making my next run. The other thing that you need to do while you're at home is you want to start looking at some flyers. And by flyers, I mean the circulars. Almost every store is going to put out a circular in your Sunday paper. And a lot of the times you can find the deals that you want in the circular. There are times where you go to the grocery store and something wasn't advertised in the newspaper, but it did end up being on sale, and you can go ahead and make that purchase. But by being prepared before you leave the house, you know what you're looking for when you go in. So for example, they have chicken thighs on sale this week for 99 cents a pound. So I would know that I want that on my list, and I'd put that on there as well. And usually what I like to do is I like to go ahead and I like to circle what's in my circular. And I like to take this with me so that I can kind of go aisle by aisle and run through what's on my circular and what I've circled and know that that's what I need at home in my pantry. The other thing that I like to do before I leave the house is get an idea of if I'm going to be using any coupons. And I'll touch on this a little bit later and in some more depth, but please don't shy away from coupons. A lot of people feel that it's time consuming or it's difficult or it's a waste of time, and none of those things are true, and I'll touch on them a little bit more later on. But at home is when I like to get all that together, have it categorized so I know that when I go into the store, these are the coupons that I'm going to use, and I pull them right out of my pack and I'm ready to go. The first thing you're going to want to do when you get into the store is get your circular, if you've brought that with you, or get your list, and you want to have that front and center with you as you're going down the aisles. I try to go by a motto: if it's not on the list, unless it's a really, really good sale price or a really good discount or something's clearanced out, I try not to put it in my cart. That eliminates all the extras. If you go in and you see candy on sale and, oh, this sounds great, you're verting off of your list, and that causes extra spending that you don't really need to do, you just want it. The other thing I like to do when I go into the store is I like to only shop the sales. If something isn't buy one get one free, or maybe buy two get one free, or if it's not, some of the other sales are like buy 10 for 10, you have to be careful with those. Sometimes it's not a really good deal, but if it is a good deal, I like to shop those as well. That allows me to get the most bang for my buck. For example, my family loves tacos. So what I like to do is I like to get into the store, and if they're buy one get one free, I like to get 3 or 4 buy one get one frees. So that means I'm getting 6 or 8 packs of taco kits. I'm not all going to use them in 1 week, but that will allow me to go for the next 4 to 6 weeks and be able to have a taco meal every week and not have to worry about going out and purchasing that item again at a full price if it's not on BOGO. Another thing that I would like everyone to start doing, myself started doing it a few years ago, is knowing when your items go on sale. Like I said, we love to have tacos, we like pasta, and we like to have chicken. Those are some of the staples that we keep in our pantries, in our fridge and freezer a lot of the time. But you need to know when those items go on sale. Pasta usually goes on sale, if not every week, every other week. Things like chicken usually go on sale once a month. Sometimes you can get chicken breasts on sale one week, sometimes it's chicken thighs the next week, but as a whole, chicken usually goes on sale once a month. The other thing that I like to do is to shop with what I have coupons for. For example, if I have a buy one get one free on those taco kits, if Publix is running that sale, and I have a coupon for buy one taco kit, you get $1 off of it, I'm going to combine that together. And that will allow me to get $1 off of each of my taco kits. So we have $4 and then we have $1 off of each one. So that's $2 for 2 taco kits. That normally would cost you $4 a piece. That's a 50% savings right there. So for me, that's how I like to shop. That is how I like to get the most bang for my buck as far as going in and actually, browsing the store for what I want. The other thing is with your coupons, you can combine store coupons and manufacturer coupons. And what I mean by store and manufacturer coupons are, store coupons look something like this. You can see that it clearly has the Winn-Dixie logo in the corner, and it also says store coupon right up here. So that way you know that this is what's considered a store coupon. They're given out by stores to entice you to come purchase at their location. I use these all the time. These happen to be baby coupons. I have an infant, so these come in handy for diapers, formula, things like that. The other type of coupon is what we like to call a manufacturer coupon. And if you see right up here in the corner, right there, you can see that it says manufacturer. And what this means is this is something that Huggies, Kimberly-Clark put out for their product. And this is enticing you to buy their product over, let's say, Pampers. So these are Huggy diapers. So this would entice me to buy Huggies over Pampers or Loves or something of that nature. If you put the two of these together, you can see right here that I have a $3 off diaper coupon and I have a $2 off diaper coupon. So this is $5 off of one package of diapers. If you get them on sale, let's say Publix is running a sale, that same pack of diapers is on sale for $18.99. So you get $5 off of that. That makes the entire box of diapers, $12.99. I would say that's a pretty good deal. And that's one way that I'm able to save my family a lot of money as well, is by combining not only my manufacturer coupons and my store coupons, but also by combining them with the store deals that are going on at Publix, Winn-Dixie, Walgreens, any of those. The other big thing you can do to help save your family some money as far as groceries are concerned is to shop locally. And what I mean by shopping locally is shopping at your local farmer's market, and by shopping at stores like Save-A-Lot or the Dollar Store, or we have a bread store, a discounted bread store in our area locally, and the discounted bread store alone can save me anywhere from 50 to 70% off of one loaf of bread. You want to start adding that up. My family goes through loaves of bread very, very quickly. And that's something you're able to freeze as well. So I can go and I can buy 12 or 13 loaves of bread at a time and pull them out of the freezer as I need them, instead of having to go to Walmart or Publix or Winn-Dixie every time I need a loaf of bread and spend $3 and $4 for one loaf. That's one way I've been able to cut my family's bill very drastically, is in areas of that nature. And the other thing, like I touched on, was a farmer's market. Buy your produce locally. And I say that because you're not only buying something that you know was grown, in my personal experience, organically. I know that my farmer doesn't use any pesticides or hormones on their crops, but you're also being able to support a local business while you're getting the best deal possible. They can only sell you what they have in season, and they don't want to keep it for any longer than it's going to go bad. So, for example, I can go to my farmer's market and I know that I can get my zucchini and my squash. I can usually get 3 or 4 big zucchinis and squash, and I pay $4 or $5 for all of it. And I know that that's much cheaper than if I go over to Publix and I buy a small package that has maybe 1 or 2 about this size in it. That's not worth it for me. I can go to the farmer's market and pick up more and get it for a cheaper price. So these are just a few ways that you can save your family some money, and you have to figure out what works for you. If it doesn't work for you and you need to address some other ways that you can cut back money, maybe the coupon thing doesn't work for you, but you shop circulars and you're able to save money that way. I promote any kind of savings that you can do for your family that works for you. A lot of people like to go to Sam's Club, Costco, and they like to buy in bulk. That's also a very good idea in order to save some money. I personally don't do it. I don't feel like it fits my family of four. We don't go through things that quickly. If you have a larger family, maybe you do. So just find what works best for you and your family, what fits your budget, and save as much as you can.